Here is the video solution for problem number 9 from the textbook Fundamentals of Structural Mechanics. The problem statement for problem 9 says, show that the transpose of the vectors u tensor product v equals v tensor product u, using the definition of the transpose of a tensor and by demonstrating that the two tensors give the same result when acting on arbitrary vectors a and b. For step 1, we simply define a tensor as the tensor product of v and u. For step 2, we take both sides of that equation, multiply it by the vector b, and then the dot product with vector a. For step 3, we use the definition of the tensor product of two vectors and substitute it on the right side of the equation. In step 4, we realized that the dot product that you see in step 3 of b, scalar product u, is actually a scalar, and therefore it is distributive. And we made the substitutions in step 4. In step 5, we realized that in step 4, a dot v and b dot u are simply two scalars, and therefore they are commutative. In step 6, we simply, once again, use the fact that a dot v is a scalar, and we redistributed the values. In step 7, likewise, we use the definition of a tensor product and rearrange the equation once again. It is at this point that we used equation 34 from the textbook, the definition of the transpose. As you can see, the definition of the transpose is very similar to the equation that we see in step 7. Therefore, we can make the assumptions in step 8 that the tensor A is equal to the transpose of the tensor product of u and v. Now in step 9, you will recall that we initially defined the tensor A as v tensor product u. Therefore, we make that substitution on the left side of the equation, and we have our proof completed.